In this video, Unit 1, Introduction to Environmental Studies, is explained in English. You can find the complete lesson notes in the description, available in both Kannada and English. So, hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to learn a very interesting topic, Introduction to Environmental Studies. Don't worry, I'll explain everything in simple words with easy examples. So, let's get started. 1. Meaning and definition of environment. The word environment comes from a French word environ, which means to surround. So, environment simply means everything that surrounds us, like air, water, land, plants, animals, and even other people. For example, the air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, and the houses we live in, all are part of our environment. In short, environment is the sum total of all things, living and non-living, that affect life on earth. Though, importance of environment is very important because it provides everything necessary for life, air, water, food, and shelter. It helps in the growth and development of all living beings. The main parts of environment, lithosphere, land, hydrosphere, water, atmosphere, air, and biosphere, living world, support all forms of life. Without a healthy environment, no living being can survive. 3. Meaning of environmental studies. Environmental studies is the study of our surroundings, the air, water, land, and living organisms. It teaches us how living things, like plants and animals, interact with non-living things, like soil, water, and air. For example, plants take carbon dioxide from air and give us oxygen. That's how biotic, living, and abiotic, non-living, components are connected. So basically, environmental studies help us understand our planet better and how we can protect it. 4. Multidisciplinary nature of environmental studies. Environmental studies is called multidisciplinary because it connects many subjects together: science, commerce, arts, and engineering, to understand and solve environmental issues. Let's see how. A. Science discipline. Biology helps us study living things and their relationships. Chemistry explains chemical reactions happening in air, water, and soil. Mathematics helps calculate pollution levels and predict future changes. Geology studies the earth, rocks, volcanoes, earthquakes, and natural resources. B. Commerce discipline. Economics teaches how to balance production and conservation for sustainable growth. Accountancy introduces environmental auditing to check pollution control in industries. Business management helps companies work in eco-friendly ways. C. Arts discipline. Law supports environmental protection through legal rules. Philosophy teaches environmental ethics, how we should respect nature. Political science focuses on government policies to control pollution and protect natural resources. D. Engineering discipline. Engineering helps design eco-friendly buildings, vehicles, and pollution control devices to keep our world clean and safe. 5. Scope of environmental studies. Environmental studies helps in understanding how natural systems work, studying global problems like climate change, ozone depletion, and pollution, managing waste and natural resources wisely, creating awareness among people to protect and improve the environment, promoting activities like recycling, tree planting, and clean energy use. 6. Importance of environmental education. Environmental education is very helpful because it teaches us to handle pollution and resource use carefully. It helps maintain ecological balance. It builds awareness and responsibility toward nature. It inspires sustainable living using resources without harming future generations. For example, when we reuse and recycle materials, we reduce waste and protect our planet. 7. Concept of sustainability and sustainable development. The idea of sustainable development became famous through the 1987 Brundtland Report, called Our Common Future. It means developing today without harming the needs of future generations. In short, use what we need, but save enough for the next generation. For instance, using solar energy instead of coal reduces pollution and saves fossil fuels for the future. Development. To achieve sustainability, we must change our attitude and values toward nature, use resources carefully and avoid waste, plant more trees in cities and villages, treat industrial waste before releasing it into water or air, educate and empower women, especially in rural areas, ensure everyone has access to housing, healthcare, and education. Encourage public participation in protecting the environment. When we all act together, we can make Earth clean, green, and safe for everyone. And that's all for today's video. Environmental studies is not just a subject, it's a way of living responsibly with nature. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more easy explanations. See you in the next video. Till then, keep the earth green and clean.